on the software. Very simple task from the flash drive. Go ahead and install. This does now is that when you attempt to open it, you'll get the string of error messages because the COM ports aren't properly set up. So what you do is you want to go into your device manager by clicking on the search bar. Either type in device manager if it's already in your search history. You want to go into device manager and you want to go to your port section, and you want to find out which COM port is your USB is recognized by your PC, and in this video it's COM4. So you just notate that and reopen it. You will get those error messages again. Nothing has been set up yet. Go to the options and go to COM port and select the COM port number in your list, which was COM port 4. Once you do that, you want to close out the software again. Wait about 30 seconds or so, reopen. Once you reopen, you will not get the error messages. Just run a zero measure repeat test in the factory mode. You will see the bars going across the screen, and you can verify communication by the flashing lights on the screen. Next thing to do would be to zero out the sample cup at the beginning of each shift, going into the calibrate option and selecting the cup. And what that will do is zero that out from any future measurements that will be taken. Once you zero the cup out, you will get the results window that shows each cup weighs around 30 grams or so. The sample cup also has a purpose of measuring the standard block, which is used here to check for internal calibrations to make sure that your unit is working properly. So you follow the instructions by doing a test NQ test here, and it asks you to put in a sample, and then if you're running a test NQ, your sample would be your standard block, and each standard block is stamped with the serial number of the unit, the weight of the block, and the frequency of the block. That will show up on a screen in a results window, and all you would need to do is verify that those values that match, those values that are on the screen match the value that are stamped on the block. Weight and frequency will need to match what is stamped on your block. That proves that your MCPC is within factory calibration. So the measure tab here, measure product. This is where you will measure your product that's on the background of your screen. Product 1, whole almonds in this video. Employee window or operator window that shows any kind of information that you want to put in there for tracking purposes. And then the bars go across the screen again, and it asks you to input a sample. Properly packing the sample full to the brim against the palm of your hand so we can eliminate any air gaps. And you typically want to measure inside the center. There is a little bit of a give left and right, up and down in the chamber. Just make sure that you measure the same way every time. So we're finished with that. It creates a result window again, just like it did with the sample cup, but this time it would be for the product that you're measuring. And it keeps all the results on the results page. So you do see the weight of the cup, and then you do see the weight of your product. And all of these can be saved to an Excel spreadsheet. You'll see up at the top there, you can save it. You can actually print out this table, or you can actually save it as an Excel form. And finally, under the Help tab is the manual. Once the MCPC is set up, it essentially becomes a plug-and-play instrument, as I mentioned before. Calibration tables are easily interchangeable, and the results are instantaneous. However, the MCPC must remain in a stable position with no vibration. It could be used either inside or outside, in a trailer or on a porch. All we ask is that you maintain the unit by keeping it dry and clean, and making sure that each unit has its own standard block. We do recommend annual factory calibration, but if you do not need official documentation from Finna Sensors, you can use the standard block, will be perfectly fine. It would be acceptable to perform that as an in-house calibration. If you need to get more information for the MCPC, you can always go to our website, finnasensors.com. Thank you very much.